So let's talk about the two items that have been the greatest pleasant surprise for me this year. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion to slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, we quite often do the best of 2022, worst of 2022, or whatever year it is, insert at the end. And what I wanted to share were items that were the greatest surprise to me, the most pleasant surprise to me. These might be things that I acquired that I wasn't sure. I didn't know how necessarily I was going to use them. I knew I liked them, but I didn't know how they were going to work for me. And I have managed to really make them work. And that's something that I wanted to share with you, because I think that's really important. And these were items that pushed me out of my comfort zone and have now expanded my fashion comfort zone and have got me looking at similar items that I now know I could confidently work into my wardrobe. So I thought I would share that with you, and I thought I'd take a break from a little bit of sale content. I don't know if I'll put my Kurt Geiger best of the sale before or after this. We'll see. We'll see what goes up first. But if I put it up before, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyhow, let's get on to item number 1. And this is an item from Louis Vuitton. And I was fortunate enough to be gifted this. And that's super. I was gifted by a family member, not by the brand. The brand have no idea who I am. But I was gifted this by a family member. And I'm very grateful for it. And it's something that I wouldn't have ever bought myself or ever really looked at. And it is my Louis Vuitton vintage Noé in blue epi leather, Toledo blue epi leather. This is from 1994, as you can see. So easy to travel with because look how flat that packs. Oh, I love it for that. It's amazing. You just shove it in another bag, but let's give it a little bit of shape, a little bit of body. Come on, let's just tie those together. That gives it just a little bit, that gives it its structure. There we have it. So this is my Toledo blue epi leather Noé from 1994. We are the same age. This is in fact older than I am. It is holding up better than I am. So I think this is a fantastic piece. It's a great part of the Louis Vuitton collection. They continue to make the Noé. I know that Autumn from the channel Autumn Beckman is a huge fan of the Noé, and I can understand why. I'm really pleased to own this. I love the colour. It's this really deep, beautiful blue. Oh no. Oh, that's gotten worse. Oh no. Has it gotten worse? Oh, I don't really know. Corner wear. Anyway, Louis Vuitton, Paris, made in France. Because I know people love a made in France bag. So that's what this is. Let's forgive the corner wear. You know, it's getting up there. So this is in epi leather, like I said. I think it's beautiful. It's hardy. It's easy to use. This is my all-weather bag. This, for me, is a really kind of carefree piece. I know it's Louis Vuitton and you shouldn't, you should be conscious of that. But for me, this was built to be somewhat indestructible, and I use it as such. It looks fantastic. It's quite subtle. I do sometimes use this as a work bag. I use it as a day bag. You've got the logo there. You've got Louis Vuitton around the rings here. I don't know what they're called. It's got an adjustable shoulder strap, which I think you could also make this go crossbody. I don't adjust it. I leave it on the shortest setting, and I use it as a shoulder bag if I ever need to use a shoulder bag. I think it's absolutely fantastic and wonderful. On the interior, it's one large open space. I believe the purpose behind these was to carry champagne. This has a black, what I believe to be a suede interior, no pockets, very simple, very easy. It can't fit a laptop or anything in it because of the shape. It's a slightly awkward shape when it comes to the modern world of, you know, rectangles and squares where electronics tend to be. But it's so easy, and I can just carry it on my shoulder and carry a laptop case in my hands, and I have absolutely zero issues doing so. I really think this is fantastic. I recommend this style. I'm very pleased to own one. Would I buy another? I would, if for whatever reason this one went, I would buy another to replace this. Would I have more than one bucket bag style in my collection? No. I don't feel like I need to. But I really like having this particular one. I think it's super. I will probably send this at some point to get it sparred because I think it could probably do with it. So I'll probably send it to the handbag clinic and ask them to just work their magic on it. But it's doing really, really well. Other than the cornerware, in all honesty, the leather and things, it's pretty spick and span. I have to say, the hardware still looks really good. You know, these bits are a bit worn, but they would be because you have to pull those and undo those. But I'm very careful to kind of leather treat it and nourish it and make sure that I'm looking after it as best I can. But it's a really fabulous item. I like it very much. It really surprised me. I struggle to style blue, but this, I have a set of outfits on rotation that I know this works with. So whenever I wear that particular outfit, this is the bag I tend to go for. If I want a top handle, the same outfit, I'll go for my Mulberry Bayswater in Trippy Tiger. However, if I fancy a shoulder bag, this is what I go for. It's kind of knocked my Kurt Geiger XXL flap in the denim slightly out of the rotation. I have to push myself to use that one a bit more. Still a fantastic bag. This one, though, somewhat fulfills the shoulder bag aspect that I quite often go for when it comes to a blue item. I recommend. I can see why Autumn loved them so much as well. Great item. So glad to have been gifted this by a family member. How gorgeous. Love it. Now, there are two items on this list, and the second one is one that I bought pretty much to the year to the day of this video being released, I'm sure. Do you know what it is? It's quite well documented on my channel. My MCM Aaron shopper. I know another person that owns this because it's a subscriber, a lovely subscriber who has told me that they went on to buy this after having seen it on the channel. However, I have never seen another one of these out in the wild except for when I've been at MCM store and I saw the cubic pattern, which is that beautiful nylon blue, pink, green on a black background cubic print, which I kind of wish I bought, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But this is my Aaron shopper. I absolutely adore this. It is so easy and practical. Black leather handles, two types of handles. Throw it on your shoulder. Carry it top handle. Love the vibrancy of it, the fun, the playfulness. You're able to detach this so that it can be used as a large clutch or pouch if you wanted to. You can then use this as a PVC bag, so it's a 2-in-1. In terms of the interior space, it is huge. This is a really significant bag, quite simple in its design, but it's quite significant in its space. So you've got the interior there. You've then got this slip pocket on the back. Mine has the... Okay, that was from a charity badge I bought. This is the warranty and authenticity information. Should probably keep that separate. Just clip it all back together. I mean, it's quite heavily branded. You've got MCM on the back, MCM on the front, MCM on the tab, MCM on all the hardware. I mean, it's pretty significantly logoed. I love it though. It's practical, but it adds a bit of a casual nature. Very easy to look after. Wipe clean. I mean, you just saw me there. There was a little bit of stickiness on the interior there, fingerprint, and I just managed to wipe it off. So super duper easy. Base. I mean, I use this a fair amount and it's holding up pretty darn well. I would say. The only thing I don't really know how to clean is the pouch. I would probably take that to a dry cleaner, but I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's the way I would probably do it. But I think it's an absolutely phenomenal piece. It has quickly become a favourite of mine. I was a bit uncertain with it. I didn't really use it for 6 months, I would say, kind of sporadically used it. Then I really got into a groove with it and I just fell in love with it. And particularly in the winter, this winter, I have fallen head over heels for it. I think it's absolutely amazing. And I want to use it as my next carry-on luggage bag because I think that will be where it really comes into its own. Holidays, beach, summer. I've got my friend's hen do in August, overseas. And I think this will be the bag that I'll take as my carry-on alongside a rolling suitcase. So this is very much a firm favourite. I absolutely recommend it. It has a very similar functionality to the Chanel kind of Deville totes. So if you're looking at a Chanel Deville, that needs a little bit of a leather. That's drying a little bit. So we need to put a bit of a conditioner on those handles. That's fine. We'll do that. It's got very similar functionality to Chanel Deville. So if you like the functionality of that bag, but you don't like the price point, you don't want a Chanel bag, you love MCM, then absolutely have a look at these. I hope they bring them out in more styles. Like I said, I'm going to try and hunt down the cubic one if I can, because I actually really love the style and I like the fact that that has a nylon pouch, which I would be less careful with, whereas I'm a bit nervous that if you get one mark on this, then the whole bag's somewhat ruined. Whereas with the nylon, I think it will be easier to maintain than this canvas. I'm just imagining, you know, I'd use the pouch for a dinner and I'd get tomato sauce on it or something. Bag, ruined. So I don't want that to happen. So I use this as an all-in-one. However, if I could get another version that was less, what's the word I'm looking for? Use the word, Nick. I keep thinking sensitive. That's the completely wrong word. That if I got something that was a little more carefree than this particular, then I think would be quids in. But I absolutely love this. It's been a great surprise to me. I love it. And I highly recommend it. So there we have it, everyone. Those are 2 bags that I have been really pleasantly surprised by in 2022. Like I said, there's one that I'm looking to buy a duplicate of, multiple of. The other, not so much. However, I love it. It really has helped me to expand my horizons in what I can style and what I think is possible for me and my style. So, yeah. How long's that been like that? You'd have told me, wouldn't you? Oh, well, never mind. But anyway, we're off on another tangent. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me, and I look forward to seeing my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.